I'm very pleased to invite you over for the KidReports demo. And what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to show you the teachers app, followed by the admin portal. When we say admin portal, it's the head teachers or the supervisors who have got those extra admin rights to be able to do a few extra things than the teachers. So that's the admin portal. And the third one that we'll be having a look at is the parent app or the parent portal. So this the what you see in front of you at the moment is the tablet view or the mobile device view or the teachers app, right? And I'm going to quickly change this view just very quickly. And what you see here is the mobile app view. So if the teachers are allowed smartphones on the floor, and if they wish to run this teachers app from on the smartphone, then this is the way for them to do it. Right? Okay. And I'm going to go back to the tablet view. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what you see over here is the rooms, over twos and under twos. And as I change my children from over twos to under twos, okay, the children on the top bar change as well. Okay. What I'll do is very quickly. Okay. So now when I change it from over twos to under twos, I get to see uh, Alex, Kelly, Mercy, and I can also view their details. Okay, so what you see over here on the right hand side, this area here is all the activities that the teacher, the educator is recording during the day. And I will just record a very quick activity. For example, I will go to the music and I'm recording this activity for Caitlin. I will select songs. I might add a few notes here, say and I can also choose to upload a picture here. So I can just do a quick picture and save it. So what I've just done is I have recorded a music activity for Caitlin, and these are the notes, and I can always go back into an activity and I can add some more notes here. Yeah, and the notes will be added to the activity. So the menu that you see on the left hand side are all the meals, daily routine activities. Some of them are administrative. So for example, if the kids are running out of nappies or wipes, or if they need an extra pair of clothes, we just go please bring. And here I'm recording this for Caitlin, but I can easily tap on this plus here. I can easily tap on the plus here and I can add more kids to this as well. Yep. So I will just add a few more kids, or I can choose to add the whole class here and I can go OK. So what in fact I'm doing is I'm recording the same activity but now for 7 children. Okay. Sharon, just making sure you are still following me and you are still able to hear me, okay? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay. Right. Now, so once the teacher has recorded all the activities, what happens is I will come back into my non-contact time. Now this is the teacher's portal where the teacher can come back into the non-contact time, and I can go under, say for example, Kelly's profile. So under Kelly I can see all these activities that teacher June has recorded and the photos including all the notes. So the idea behind it, when we say it's a digital portfolio, that means everything that the teachers are recording is actually saved under that portfolio. Yeah. All the activities the teachers have recorded will be stored on the child's portfolio over the period of time. Now, over here there's an easy option to either save it to the portfolio, to delete, or to publish it to the parent. Now, what will happen is, over the period of time, the teacher will keep on storing all the activities, recording them as they move along. And then the teacher will come into the learning stories area, and she will pull up the child profile and she'll say, I would like to create a new learning story. So the idea behind here is that whatever the teacher has recorded, this is for today, nothing has been recorded for today, but let's go back, say, last week, and I would say update. When I do that, you can see that all the notes that the teacher has recorded, including the photos, the pics, has all come into the learning story. So this makes it very easy for the teacher to then work through the content and I can get started. But not only that, you can see I just made a typo. There was a spelling mistake, so I can just right click and I can change the correct spelling. Now what will happen is, if there are a few pics there, a few photos there that I don't wish to include in my learning story, I can just simply delete them, and I can work through my notes. I can use a few simple features like changing the font color or the font type, and I will save this story. Or I can save it as a draft, or I can publish it straight away. Now, if there are multiple teachers working on the learning story, then I might want to just save it as a draft. And what I'll do is, then I'll come back to my learning story and I'll go into tagging it. What I'm doing here is, the 5 strands of Tefariki allows me to select what the learning outcomes or the skills were for that particular story. I can select them very quickly. I can add the learning roots and shoots tags, and then I can choose to have the tree populated that will reflect the learning that has happened for Kelly. So over the time, the stories that I have added for Kelly will all come up over here, and I can just click on them and I can go back to those stories. Now this is the same view that the parents see as well. So it makes sense for me now to tag each story with the skills, so that depending on the skills that I tag, each color pops up, and it gives me a very good indication of how the learning has been progressing along, because I could end up with, say, around 8 or 10 learning stories for each child, but what does it actually mean in terms of their overall learning and development? So this gives me a very good quick way of knowing a quick snapshot of the learning that has happened. Not only that, what I can also do is I can come into the reports area, and I can also go to assessment events. Now these are, since I have been recording all the events for the child, I would wish to print out, say for example, a report to see what exactly I have been doing with my children. And again, I have done this for the whole center, the entire center, but this will give you a very quick view of what has been happening with each child, what type of activities have been happening around in the center, who are carrying out those activities, and if there are any details for each of those activities. So what happens is, if there is a planning meeting, this report gives you a very beautiful snapshot of what is it that we are focusing now, what is it that we would like to focus on, say in the next month or the next term, and basically all of the new activities that the teachers want to plan, they can just be added over here. So you can see Mother's Day, it has just been, so we had this, but now we have deactivated that because we'll only activate this next year, for example. Or I can add something like the Matariki festival that's been celebrated recently, and I can put what I want for each activity. It's very easily configurable. You can add those options, and the next thing that you know is that you can see it all getting displayed on the teacher's app. So again, adding any quick magic moment for a child is very easy. You just pick up the picture, dashboard picture. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whatever we wish to configure over here, it's as easy as adding it straight away. We say what group we would like it to be added, and basically it just flows down to the teacher's app. Now you can also choose to have certain activities available for under twos and certain activities available for over twos. For example, here you can see nappies, but obviously you won't have nappies or perhaps not sleep times for over twos, right? So that is the teacher's app in a nutshell. Um, there are heaps of other facilities like being able to view the lesson plan, or what we call the kid planner. So if in case you have a planning meeting and the teachers decide to have certain events planned during the year, you can do that easily from the bulk planner here, and it is the same plan that the teachers will see on the teachers app here, so on the educator app here, right? Now at any point in time, say for example, if a child has any special allergy needs, I can have it populated so that when I select that child, for example Caitlin, you can see a little red flag next to her name. When I tap on her name, what happens is I get to see any special notes about her that I should be aware of, or um, if there are any contact details that I need to put it in there, so that the teacher, if she requires it, it's available to her and it's handy for her to have a look at, right? So this is the teacher app. Teacher will always have it with her on the floor while she is with the kids. And because we don't really have a lot of time, the activity recording has to be something that happens very quickly. Again, while I'm doing the activity, I should have an option where I can go back and I have the option of editing it. I also have an option of changing the picture. So if I want to change the picture, it should be easy for me to do it. And then I can come back into my non-contact time. Okay, so I'll go back. Yeah, and I will just say okay. Yep. And I can go back, I can go to each child's portfolio, or I can come into the learning stories area to actually view all the learning stories that have been happening. And again, this is a child-centric concept, so regardless of how many educators are looking after each child, so long as they have got access to that child, we will be able to see all the work that they've done for the child. Then there's the reporting functionality where we can print out assessment reports, nappy changing reports, sleep charts, anything that you want to bring out in real time, right? Now, there are two cute little functionalities. One is alert teachers. So what happens is you can send an alert to all the teachers, especially useful if there is something that you need the teachers to know, in immediately, um, some important reminder or something like that. You can have this sent out, or please don't forget our trip tomorrow, or getting you know any logistics or logistical requirement that you have. Now the good thing about this is that this generates what we call an alert, a push notification, and it is the same thing what happens when a teacher records any of the daily routine activities. So for example, if I'm recording a nappy changing for a child, this generates an alert in two ways. One is in form of an email, another one is in form of a push notification. So you know how you get to see 2 degrees or Vodafone type messages. The parents will get to see those messages if the parents are not at the desk or they are not logged onto the laptop, but they would still wish to receive information for the under twos or for really young children, just so that they are aware what's going on. It's very easy. So as soon as the teacher record this, they will get an alert straight away on either their smartphone where they have got the app installed, or The second option is their iPad or any other mobile device they've got. So now I'm going to take you to the parent portal or the parent app. So here I'm logged in as Angel, who is Caitlin's mom. So here you can see Angel has been logged in, and this is the parent portal. So of course the parents can see all the learning stories. So I'm only able to see my child's learning story. I'm also able to see the learning that has happened for Caitlin in form of the stories that have popped up over the time. And if I wish to go into any details or put a comment there, it's easy for me to do that, right? Then I come into the memories area, and what happens over here is these are the magic moments that the teacher captured, which she wished that it be added to the parental photo album, right? So this is their own photo album, and over the time, and I can go from August to, for example, July, and accordingly everything that the teacher has recorded, including the video, will come up. And again, the parents have this in front of them all the time or with them, so it's easy for them to print it out. Another way for them to have a look at what's been going on with regards to the activities at the center, it's the same portfolio page that they get to see for Caitlin here as well. So whatever has been published, so I'll say, okay, I would like to see everything from 1st of July for Caitlin. So these are all the things that you publish. Again, learning stories will be there, of course, but you might have some events that you have celebrated over the period of time, some little bits and pieces of observations that the teachers have made over the time that you wish to add to Caitlin's portfolio. All of that will be visible to the parents, right? And they can print it out, they can keep a copy. Now this is the parental app. So this app is again available for them to download either on their smartphones or tablets or iPads. And this is the same thing. So you know how the child will go away to their home, but they will probably watch some songs on YouTube, or they'll probably play a game on their mobile device. So this is a nice way for the child to actually go back and see some of the memories that the teacher has recorded over the time, right? And to be able to, for the parent to quickly show them as well. So for these are all there. So again, whenever the child wishes to see it, it is possible for them or the parent to see it right at the fingertips. These are all the messages that the teacher and the parent have communicated so far. And what is even better is that if a parent wishes to record something, so they are away on a family holiday or to a celebration, a family event, they can easily record the event, and it will be saved in the same way how you have been able to save it on the portfolio, right? So this is the parental portal. Again, the parents can, if they wish to, they also have an attendance or what we call daily reports. Now what are daily reports? So I am logged in the mom's um, email. So the mom's got a Gmail ID, so I'm logged in. Over here you can see I'm logged in as Angel. So this is how the events or the alerts come up from the center. So each time the parent gets a little message, you will have the center logo there with the center name. And this is, for example, this is just a daily diary, right? So this is just something that you're doing on a daily basis, um, not on the assessment part, but just something that you want the parents to know very quickly. And the best part is that, if there is a group activity that's happening, you can just easily change an individual activity into a group activity by selecting a group of children there. So that cuts down on a lot of effort on the teacher's side. The teachers are already doing so much, they are already planning, so why not share some more information, again all the quality information with the parents on what the teachers have been doing and what they have been capturing. So so that, Sharon and team, that is Kid Reports in a nutshell.